I'm here to tell you that the reason that you haven't found your first winning product yet is because of the way that you're looking at your products rather than the products themselves. Once you learn the proven strategy that I've been using for the last 6 years that's generated me millions of dollars in Shopify cha-chings, everything will suddenly click for you. And the strategy itself is a lot more simple and easy to follow than you might think. And it all starts with hitting the 4 main points. Let me show you. By now, I think everyone's probably seen this product. This is Bleem. It's basically the crystal hair eraser. So instead of shaving, you use Bleem. Now this product became so popular and blew up so quickly because it hit these 4 main points of my product research criteria. Which brings us to the first product research criteria, which is that your product needs to be eye-catching. With people's attention getting smaller and smaller every single day because of short form content, instant dopamine hits, and things like TikTok and Instagram, your product needs to be both eye-catching and scroll stopping. And this can be made up in a couple different ways. It could be the way that your product stands out, how it's used, or just the general functionality of the product can be eye-catching itself. And don't worry if the products that you've been looking at are not eye-catching in the traditional sense. Once you master the other 3 product criteria, you're going to be able to manipulate your content in a way to make it eye-catching. Let's take a look at their TikTok account and why they've been doing so well. First of all, they have 2.3 million likes on their account. Some of their biggest videos have 8.7 and 11.1 million views on them. And you can see right off the bat why these are very eye-catching and engaging. Because the product itself and the problem that it solves is super eye-catching. It's people with hairy legs or facial hair or whatever it may be. And it's just a little bit unsettling. And also the way that they use the product in the videos is almost so raw and organic that it naturally makes the product and the content that they produce very eye-catching. And the second pillar in my product research criteria is that product should solve a problem. Whether you're a beginner or an expert in e-commerce, selling products can be extremely competitive. But if you're focusing on selling products that solve problems for people, it's going to make your life a lot easier. And definitely if you're a beginner, it's the easiest thing to be able to sell. If you're trying to sell a product that is not a problem-solving product, you're going to have a lot harder time trying to convince your audience to purchase from you from a product that they don't really need. And you can directly see this with Bleem. So the problem that it's solving is removing hair from your body. People don't like shaving because of razor burn. You might get cut by it. It's not as portable. It's not as easy. You have to be more careful in general, but Bleem solves all of these problems. The product itself, all you have to do is just rub it on your skin or wherever you have hair that you want to remove, and it just removes it for you using their crystallization process. This product itself is directly solving the problem, especially at a pain point level because people don't want to get hurt while they're shaving. The third pillar in my product criteria research is that you should be able to film UGC style content with your product. And if you don't know what UGC style of content means, it's basically anything that you take on your iPhone. It stands for user generated content. So if we go back to their TikTok page, we can see this all over their page. All of this is either taken on an iPhone or CapCut templates. It doesn't look highly produced, highly edited. There's no fancy large camera setup and a massive videography company coming out to shoot your content for $10,000. All of the content they have is so raw and so real. And to be able to implement this with your own product is going to make it so much easier because as a beginner, you most likely don't have a team or videography skills really. And if you can choose a product that you can shoot UGC style yourself, you're going to save a lot of time and money because you're going to be able to crank out content on your iPhone very easily. And you might be thinking, well, that applies to every single product. Which ones can I not shoot on my iPhone? It's not necessarily that you can't shoot them on an iPhone. It's more of that you have access to be able to shoot them on an iPhone efficiently. For example, if you are trying to sell a product for farming, but you live in New York City, you're going to have to drive 2.5, 3 hours probably to get to the nearest farm to be able to get that content to test and post on your website and use for ads. That pillar specifically is more reflective on are you able to shoot the product yourself with your iPhone in the current state that you're living in or your scenario or location. And to tie this back into Bleem, you can obviously shoot this product anywhere you want in the world. I'm currently in Hawaii. If I had this product with me right now, I could shoot an ad for it, just stick my leg outside, get a good view, and then shave all the hair off of it, right? It's also extremely portable, which makes it great for UGC style content. Now that we've passed that pillar, the next one that we need to talk about, and arguably the most important one, are marketing angles. Marketing angles are ways that you can position your product to hit certain sub niches of demographics in your audience. And that might sound like a lot, but let's bring it back to Bleem here as the example. A marketing angle that you could take with this product would be people that grow extremely thick leg hair for some reason, and it's very difficult for them to shave. Then you could center all of your content and your landing pages around that angle. You can also create content and angles around people that get a lot of razor burn naturally on their skin, and then position all of that content about reducing razor burn and making your life a lot easier. You could even take the angle of travel. If you're traveling all the time and you don't have to think about packing a bunch of extra razors, you just bring one product, which is Bleem, and then anytime that you need a shave or a touch up or whatever, you just whip it out and you're good to go. You don't have to think about it. So all 3 of those angles are doing the same thing. They're removing hair from your skin, but they're specifically created to solve different problems within the sub niche of a bigger problem, which is just removing hair. And the more marketing angles that you can come up with, the higher chance of success that you have. If you can come up with 10 marketing angles for a product that hit all different sub niches, then your chances of one of those hitting out of 10 are pretty high versus a product that you can only come up with maybe 2 marketing angles. Those are the 4 pillars that I look for when doing my product research before I even get to testing the product. And now that we know exactly what we're going to be looking for during our product research, let's actually run through this exercise live. That way you guys can copy and paste my process and start finding your next winner today. So all you have to do is open up an Excel sheet or a notepad. It doesn't really matter how you lay out this process, but what I like to do is collect all of my data when I'm doing research on a product. So for this spreadsheet right here, I'll have the product listed, website selling, the product cost, product selling point, eye-catching examples, problem-solving examples or stats, UGC examples, and marketing angles. And then you can look back at your research and say, product A, I came up with a ton of examples, and this product makes the most sense compared to the other ones I was researching. Now let's actually dig into this live and fill this out to show you guys exactly how I do my product research. We're going to be using a couple different tools, but the main one that I do a lot of my product research on is Minea. And the reason that I specifically do a lot of product research on Minea is because this tool consolidates a lot of the information that I'm actually looking for. It just makes everything so much easier when I'm doing product research. And if you are wanting to follow along live and do this with me, I'll have a link down below in the description where you can try out Minea for free to see if you actually enjoy using this tool. So the first area and the easiest in the consolidation aspect is the top 10 winning products of the day by platform that they switch up. So if you wanted to sell mainly on TikTok for UGC content and we're good at making organic videos, we can look on here and we can look into different products. So this one has 7.1 million views on it. And this product right here is one that is for a sink. So it's a sink attachment that solves some other problems, right? Basically, it's like harder to wash your face. There's different settings to it and things like that, but it does have 7.1 million views, which is pretty good. You do want to take the view count into consideration while you're looking for your products, because if they get higher views, that means more people are watching it, which means it's more of that eye-catching and engaging product. Let's not dive right into that one. Let's go to the product section here and see if we can query some of these and see what is actually winning right now, which is really nice that they do this for you. Let's take a look at this product right here. This is a beauty product. It's a comb that probably has some other features. So let's take a look at ads from this product. This one has 1.4 million views. That's pretty good. And it only looks like a couple different ads that are popping up for this one, which could mean it's possibly untapped a little bit here. So let's take a look at this even further. It looks like it straightens your hair for you. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. So it like probably heats and blow dries and straightens your hair. So it's a pretty cool product, actually. We might be able to use this as an example. Now what we do is go back into our Excel sheet and then say hairbrush straightener. To find some of the websites that are selling this product, you can just easily type it in TikTok, or you can go back on Minea and actually click on the link to the specific product. But if we want multiple for multiple different examples, especially when you're considering your website style, you can just go on TikTok and look for that product, and then you can find them on here. So we've got this one on Timo Beauty. They're selling it for $90. It's a slightly different variation, pretty much the exact same thing though. Then we can go back into the website selling and paste that there, and we'll probably just grab 2 more. We've got this one from Elevation selling at $149. Again, what we're doing here is just pasting some of these websites. We can go back and reference them later on when we're designing our own website. And we've also got this variation of it from Numi. I think I like this website the best, actually. So we'll plug those in. Now we need to look at the product costs. What I like to do now is find the product in the version that we want to be selling and what that product cost will be. You can also do this on Minea by clicking on Find Suppliers, and then you can either find on Zendrop or AliExpress. So what we'll do is just click on Find Suppliers and then click on Find on AliExpress. All right, so there are a bunch of different variations. They're going for around $12 to $20 or so with free shipping. Depends on the features of the product, but this is the exact same one right here. So this one is $12.34. That's what we're going to write down in our product research tab. And now we need to check out the product selling point. Based on all the ones that I found for the example websites, it seems to be going for about $90, $150, $120. I don't think that ours is as high quality as these, so you'd have to mark it down a little bit more. But the one we're looking at does seem a little bit more portable and travel friendly. If we're getting the product for $12.34 or whatever it is, I'd probably mark this product up to about $36 to $50 or so. So to go right in the middle there, I'm going to put this product selling price at about $44.99. And this can obviously be adjusted later on depending on whether or not the product is selling or competitors are selling it for a little bit cheaper. Now we're going to move into the product research criteria pillars. So we need eye-catching examples of this product. Not only are we going to be able to use this as a reference later on down the road when we're making our own content while testing this product, but we're also validating that pillar. The most obvious example is the TikTok that we originally viewed at 1.4 million views. So this is eye-catching and did well for a reason. I'm not entirely sure. I don't really use this product myself, but the views and the engagement don't lie. So this is a great example for that. So we just copy that link address and pop it in here for later. And we found another ad example here. This one actually has 62,000 likes on it. So it's probably engaging because we're long hair, but nonetheless, it's a really good format and a great example to use later on down the road. So we're going to copy that link and paste it in from TikTok right here just to reference it later on. And we got another one right here at 1.1 million likes. So she's going for like kind of like a before and after with her frizzy hair, which I also have. So maybe I do need this product. And then showing the after results of using this product that we're talking about right now. And her hair is way straighter. So I'll take this as an example and pop it in for our third one. So now we've got 3 eye-catching examples in these videos that are proven to do well, which we can reference later on and also have that pillar completed to validate this product. Now we need to figure out some problem-solving examples or stats of this product that we can plug in here as well. Now for this section to figure out what problems that this product can solve potentially, you can go on TikTok, you can use Minea's ad finder, you can use Google search trends, you can look at different articles. There's a bunch of different ways to prove this. I just went on Google search trends real quick and plugged in portable hair straightener, and you can see that's very consistent and there's different peaks at different times, probably around Christmas and the holidays because people want their hair to look good. But obviously this is a problem that people want to solve. They need portable hair straighteners. This one itself has 166,000 likes on it. So obviously your hair is a little bit curlier, and she's showing you how to use this comb straightener and the results that it gets for her. You could paste this TikTok in here to remember it later on. We can also paste in the link of the Google search trends. And to generate some more examples, I'm going to be using Dropbotai and just plug in our product and then ask for it to generate some problems that the product solves. All I'm going to put in here for the product description is portable hair straightening comb and then an emphasis on it's compact and cordless. Then I'll just choose one output here and hit generate. We've got easy styling anywhere. Users can fix their hair on the go. So travel based, no more worries about finding an outlet. That's a good one as well, especially if you're traveling internationally. Compact design fits in a purse, which is also a really nice problem to solve if you want to keep your hair up in humid climates on the go without carrying around a bunch of straighteners and bigger items. Then if we want to, we can click on it. It'll explore further and it'll give us a little more details about the problem specifically. And also what's super nice is that you can make it more professional, casual, shorter, longer, creative, or logical, which is why I really love using this tool. So this one is travel based and I like that. So it solves a problem because I travel a lot. So I understand this one well. And then we could put this back in here as the example for the research. So now we know it's eye catching. There's been a lot of videos that have done really well based on hair usually. We now know that it solves a problem itself. The overall problem is straightening your hair easily and on the go. Now we can also throw in some UGC examples here. And this is a product that is easily validated for that pillar because you can pretty much film this anywhere that you go as long as you have hair on your head to film content of it. You can find any of these links on TikTok and pop them in right here just to have for later on down the road. Now we're essentially building out this product research Excel sheet. We've got all the websites, the product costs, the eye-catching examples, problems that it solves, UGC examples, and the next one on the list would be marketing angles. We need to find good examples of marketing angles for this product. So we already know a couple right off the bat. So portable for travel. Another angle is just generally straightening your hair. Another one that I was talking about earlier on in the video is being able to bring this with you out in a humid climate and not take up a ton of space in your purse while also touching up your hair throughout the night. So for that one, I'll just say fits in purse for touch-ups. I'm also going to just go on Dropbot here because it's a lot easier just to have it generate for me. Whether or not I use them, it's up to me, but it does get me thinking about different ways to look at the product. So we got a quick hair fix before a big meeting or a date. That's an interesting angle. I can picture this type of ad right now, starting off with being stressed for a meeting, or you woke up late and your hair is all over the place and you need a quick fix, or you're on vacation or you're not supposed to be and you're working from home and your boss calls you and you need to fix your hair real quick. That is a really great angle. I'm actually just going to copy and paste this one directly. And then we've got perfect for travel or camping trips. Camping trips is actually pretty interesting. No outlets needed. Yeah, because it's cordless. So if you are camping, you don't really want to have to plug in your hair straightener if you still want to look good and take some photos. That's also another really good angle. We'll copy and paste that one. The next one is ideal for busy moms who need to get ready fast, even with a baby on the hip. That is another great angle that I did not think about. If you are taking your kids to school, you're extremely busy, you're late for work, you could possibly put this in your car in the center console. You could put it in your purse. It's so portable. If you are a mom and you constantly are busy in the morning and you never can get your hair right, this is perfect for you. So now plugging these in right now, it took me like 3 minutes. We already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 marketing angles that we could test. And if you really look at them, they're all really different. One is for busy moms, which is a completely different demo than general hair straightening, which is a completely different demo than camping and still looking good or glam. And that's a completely different angle for a quick fix before a big meeting or a date. And now you're probably getting the gist here. They all solve the exact same problem, which is our original problem here that we identified for the product, but the way that you're marketing it and creating ads around it is completely different and it's going to hit a different audience. So we've knocked all of the pillars off in the product criteria checklist. Now I do this for a couple different products, and whichever one that I think has the best chance and the best marketing angles, I'd start working on the website, the suppliers, looking at the example websites that we wrote down, and I'd start coming up with ad creatives for these specific marketing angles. I'd order the product to my house, start filming these myself. I'd probably create about 3 different ad creatives for each of these angles and then test them against each other in an organic or paid ad campaign. If one of those angles works, great. If it doesn't, we can test more, or we can move on to the next product doing the same exact process. And that's all I do for my product research. It's super simple, it's straightforward. Anyone can easily replicate this, but the entire process of this strategy is really just looking at products differently than you're used to. If you can check all of the pillars off of this checklist, you can put together a great Excel sheet filled up with your product research. I would definitely recommend testing that product. You do that a couple times, you're bound to find a winner. All right guys, so that's it. That is how I do my product research. No secrets, it's straightforward and it's easy to follow. And if you're just starting off your store and you want extra help, make sure to grab the free custom store down below, and you also get a free mentorship with it as well. It takes about 5 minutes to sign up. Building the store is completely free. It's on a premium theme. And then you get put in our Discord group where we do 3 live coaching calls a week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was insightful on how to do your product research. All right, with that being said, that's it. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you have any other questions. I'm gonna go hit the beach. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.